AskReddit by Leadership Potential 8. You have 5 minutes to hide a paperclip in your home. A detective has 24 hours to find it. If they don't, you get $10,000. Where are you going to hide the paperclip? Up my ass. I doubt he's gonna spend 24 hours investigating there. And if he does, win-win. And if he does, you could just sue his ass for even more than $10,000. Give it to my 3-year-old. Tell her it's important and to remember where she leaves it. This is the correct answer. Open it out and slide it inside a chicken breast. Put the chicken breast in the freezer. He would look in the freezer, and then realize that the one chicken breast isn't frozen all the way. This is assuming that he starts looking for it as soon as you hide it. Behind the plate that's screwed into the wall for my carbon monoxide detector. Straighten it out and glue it to the inside of a reusable straw. Bra under wire. Dryer lint trap. Bra under wire for the win. Between the radiator fins of the split type air conditioner. It's easy to insert, yet the position is not very accessible and would need to disassemble that air con just to get a glimpse of it. Deleted. Give it my toddler, never to be seen again. Until 23 hours and 58 minutes later when the kid wants to show off his cool new shiny thing and apparates it out of nowhere. I'm assuming it will work with the same magic as the magically disappearing reappearing binkies. It is now somehow covered in syrup though. Edit. Thank you for the awards. Deleted. Shocking. Burying it with the last detectives who tried. Hole up. In a septic tank. If they find it, they deserve to keep that $10,000. 24 hours is up. Alright you terp da terp. Go get the paperclip. Firstly I'd straighten it out so it doesn't immediately look like a paperclip. That might help both if it's spotted and in finding a place for it. I would then push it into the gathered fabric at the top of my living room curtains, where it would be absolutely impossible to distinguish from the curtain hooks. I think I'd take my wind-up clock apart and put it inside there, in a way so the clock can still function to be less suspicious. I would go into the roof and slide it between two tiles in a random spot. Unluckily for you the detective looked at your Reddit account and knew exactly where the paperclip was. In the junk drawer. Good luck finding anything you're looking for. You mean that drawer where if you're looking for a Phillips screwdriver they're all flathead but if you're looking for a flathead they are magically all Phillips? Push it through a drywall wall between studs and it should fall to the blocking at 4 feet increments off the ground code requires. If you can, put a nail into the hole and hang a painting or WE to hide the small hole, or some spackle. Later, use a magnet to attract it through the drywall and draw it back up to a hole or other opening in the wall. Even if the detective saw the hole, the paperclip isn't there, that's just the retrieval and drop point. It'd basically be impossible to find without ripping all the walls out. I doubt they could detect it, even using a metal detector because of all the background ferrous metal in nails, nail stops, Simpson clips, wiring, etc. that the detector would pick up everywhere else. Real question here is the detective allowed to tear apart your house if they want? Inside the rubbing alcohol bottle that way the paperclip sniffing dogs can't find it. My bottles of rubbing alcohol are all clear and would make terrible hiding places. I'd unbend it. Then force it down the tube of an empty pen. Or force it down the corrugation of one of the Amazon boxes I've yet to take out to recycling. In the attic insulation. This was my thought too. We have blown insulation and a cramped attic. It's like needle in the haystack plus insane itchiness plus poor lighting plus no space to move around. 1. Push it into a fresh turd in the kitty litter. 2. Straighten it out and insert it into one of those pin and string pictures. 3. Shape it like a large staple and then use that to staple together some papers. Edit. Just back home and yeah, maybe these should have been bullet points and not an ordered list. Actually, if you can do these things, in this order, the detective should pay you the $10,000. Why'd I read it like you were doing these in order instead of 3 separate ideas? Somewhere safe where I'll find it later. Just like everything else I can't find. Just throw it on the floor then, I guess. Opie is definitely hiding a gram of coke from his in-laws. Deleted. In the spine of a book, I have a room of ceiling to floor shelves. I thought about this, but, metal detector? Will a metal detector even get a paperclip? If it does, it needs to be somewhere there's supposed to be metal already. I'd put it in my mask to form the nose bridge. Modern problems require modern solutions. Inside the mattress or nature's pocket. Nature gave you 2 pockets if you're a woman. Just hide a bunch of paper clips. When he finds one he'll stop searching. Deleted. Between 2 slices of bread in the freezer. I like this. Maybe poke a small hole in the plastic around a frozen pizza and slide it between the pizza and the cardboard. 1 extra ring in a spiral notebook. It appears this notebook has been tampered with. I'm gonna pass. Something tells me this detective is gonna do more than 10,000 worth of damage to my house looking for it. So unless he has a warrant, I'm gonna say no. The detective is gonna spend 24 hours trying to get a warrant. Genius. Nice try, Mr. Detective. I'm never telling you where it is. Confusion enters the room. With the rest of the paper clips. He'll never know which one is the right one. Wait, if he just takes them all? Then you have no paper clips. What will you do then? You know the coiled door stopper? Pop that off, put the paper clip in there, and wait for the money. All of these responses are fucking awesome. I'm a teacher and I'm gonna use this question as a warm-up activity for my students. Just remember to tell them that their answers must be school appropriate, otherwise in my asshole will be the most popular answer as it is here : Don't fall for it. I've hidden a paper clip in my house and this man is trying to find it. Please do not help. Attention, Mr. Detective. This man has hidden the paper clip in your mustache. He doesn't even care about the money, he just wants to say ha. It was right under your nose the whole time. Do not let him. He is not a real dad. Push it through a hole in the silicone lining of my tub. Then reseal it. This section of tub lining looks fresh. The detective, probably. Deleted. In the attic, stuffed between insulation. I doubt she will want to risk fiberglass splinters looking for it. I will never forget when I was like 10 and came home. In front of the house was a pickup truck with some cool looking green wool. It was kinda soft but stick together really well. A blast to play with. Spend like half an hour jumping around in it and throwing it before I went to my parents and told them how cool it was. In my stomach. Inside the spring mechanism inside my microwave door. The spring anchor broke recently and I jerry-rigged it with a paper clip, so I've had a bit of practice for this. I'd straighten it out and hide it with my sewing needles. I have so many that it would be impossible to find. In the water heater tank. Wherever my car keys go when I'm in a hurry. Put it on a table by the door, then run towards the door shouting, I need my paper clip right now, I'm going to be late, never to be found again. Drop it from a medium height off my desk. It'll join my thousands of single socks and guitar picks in the where TF did it go dimension. Deleted. Hidden in plain sight might not be a bad idea. He'll be so busy looking for hiding spots he might not see it. Swallow it. What he gon' do? Give you a laxative? Oh, he'll give it to you, alright. I think people are missing the point here. This guy is a detective. He's not going to go looking for the paperclip. A detective will only look for clues when he doesn't know who to interrogate. He knows you have hidden the paperclip. He's got you by the balls. He's going to interrogate you for 24 hours until you tell him where the paperclip is. He will break you. He's an expert. The only logical thing to do is put it somewhere with lots of metal, like pushing it in one of the gaps of a fan unit or in the back of the fridge. And then immediately knock yourself out violently. No rule makes you stay in the house. You take the car and make a run for it after it's done so he can't torture you for the paperclip. I'm gonna get a ton of paperclips and hide them in a somewhat secretive yet obvious place where I expect it to be found. The real one will hide, taped to the bottom side of my garbage disposal. I'll just temporarily make someone else the owner of my house, and when I'm homeless I'll just chuck it in the woods somewhere. Brilliant. The solution to hiding something in your home is to become homeless. Then the world is your home. Under the street door with two-sided tape. Inside a wire. In my anus. Mr. Detective, bend over. In my PC. Deleted. Next to the dead body in the freezer.